All right. Hello. Welcome here. Thank you guys for your patience. Somebody, oh, now I can't see the chat. How am I going to do that? Interesting. Oh, this is so interesting. Um, Let me see if I can. Oh my word, you guys, thank you so much for bearing with me, but I realize I'm not able to see the chat and I really want to be able to see any comments that are coming in. So let me just connect on my phone. I think maybe I should be connected with like a double screen. Maybe that's what I need. So you guys, I am just a very normal human being who's learning how to do these things too. And now I can't find the link. Okay, here we go. Let me get on. Recording in progress. Turn this all the way down. Okay, now I can see the chat, but I can also hear my echo, which is not cool. Um, it's showing two screens. Oh, so okay, so do you guys see what I'm sharing? And then you also see your pictures. Is that what you see? Okay. Wonder if I can mute this. Okay, it's not echoing for you guys. It's just echoing on my end. Let me see if I can like. Okay, we're gonna get this figured out. All right, welcome all of you for being here. I have a little, oh, here's where I can see the chat. Oh my word. All right, now I have figured out how to see the chat. Welcome here. Um, Maybe you are new to Plexus. Maybe you have been connecting with, maybe you've just started the products, maybe you're just curious about learning about the products wherever you're at and whatever your experience has been so far. We're glad you're here, and we hope that today you will just get a chance to get a little peek into our world, what we have experienced with Plexus, and what could possibly be for you or perhaps someone that you know. I have been here for about 10 years with these products, and I am still learning how to do like the detail end of things and like the techie things. So thank you for bearing with me. Can you guys see the entire screen, or do I need to move something so that way you can see it? Are the pictures in the way? Are like the view of you guys in the way of seeing the whole screen? Okay, looks great. We're going to keep going. I am not actually going to take the time to share all of my story today, but this is just a little bit of who I am. I'm a mom of four, and I grew up in South Carolina. We have been full-time missionaries in Ontario for about 16, 17 years now. So you can imagine when Plexus came along and when I finally decided to lean into the business opportunity of Plexus, it was a huge, huge blessing for us. That will be a story for another day because for right now, I am going to just introduce you a little bit to the community here. And some of the ladies that you see on the screen, these are people that are in our community, and it has been such a joy to walk alongside, to work with, to get to know. I have gotten to know so many people right here, people on this call, because of Plexus. And I did not think I needed more community when I came into Plexus. And so this is one of the things that really sets us apart. You know, you might be ordering supplements from Amazon or from the grocery store or from your health food store. And one thing that is very different with us here is you have a community, you have somebody to call. Drop in the chat. Um, if you have ever, those of you that are already using the products, have you ever had a time where you had a question about your products, how to use them? Maybe you needed to tweak your regimen. Did you have someone that you could call, that you could turn to, that you could say, you know what, how do I do this? or how do I make this work for me? That is one of the big benefits of being a part of this community. And so if you decide to get started with our products, you can know that you are not alone. Our community is, um, we're just here to help people experience the products, experience Plexus in the best way possible. And we have groups, we have chats, we have different things that you can be a part of, so that way your questions get answered. Our What we have here with Plexus are a supplement line with clean ingredients and no artificial sweeteners, flavors. A lot of our products are gluten-free, non-GMO, we're plant-based, and you'll just see the different lists there. Like if what you put in your body matters to you, then you're going to love what you have here with Plexus. A lot of you know about like our famous pink drink. And have you ever looked at the pink drink and thought, oh, but I don't want that because I don't want any red dye in my family or, using that? Well, you guys, our famous pink drink is pink because of beet powder. And so what you will find here is something that is only going to nourish and care for your body and your family, and not anything that you need to be worried about. So, okay, hang on just a second. I need to see, I can't quite see which. If you have ever felt like, you just don't have energy, you feel like you just want to binge on sugar all the time, you feel sick, feel moody, anxious, these are just some of the things
Here's a
that gut
number
health
that made me realize that we have a gut health crisis.
that gut health really does affect. And so I'm going to let you listen to just a part of this clip here. I hope you guys could y'all hear that when the clip started playing? Someone shake their head. Yes, yes. Okay.
Here's a number that made me realize that we have a gut health crisis hiding in plain sight. 40% of Americans say that their bowels disrupt their daily lives.
40%?
15% of Americans have irritable bowel syndrome. 3 out of 4 Americans can't poop in a public restroom. 1 out of 3 struggle to go to the bathroom on vacation.
So gut health is a big thing, and it is not just about your pooping and your digestion, but that is a very big thing you should be eliminating regularly. If not, you're going to feel yuck and you're going to feel sick. But as you see here, it affects so many other areas of our lives. So one of the systems that has made such an incredible impact for many of our users on the call already say, if you are using the gut health system, drop a 1 in the chat. And if you have, 1 or 2 or 3 or 5 wins that you have loved and experienced with the gut health system, drop it in the chat. Tell us about it. It is a system of 3 products designed to feed your microbiome. Your microbiome is where all your gut bugs, the good and the bad ones are, and you want more good bacteria than bad bacteria. And so this is all about weeding out the bad bacteria, which is often yeast and candida and junk that just will make you not feel well. Have you ever seen different stories of people that are using Plexus, and you hear like the products are helping them with so many different things, and you wonder how in the world can that be? Well, that is because your gut is kind of like the grand central station of your body. And when it is compromised and it is not optimal, different things in your body begin to break down. And that can be different things for different people, which is why as your gut gets healthier, it's different things for different people that are improving. So, I mean, you'll see on this screen here, my friend Brenda's story, Brenda on the left here, and the different. So oftentimes it's inflammation that a lot of people are dealing with. Inflammation is at the root of so many issues. And our gut health system also works to reduce inflammation. My friend Amber in the bottom right corner, she was dealing with so many allergies and so much inflammation. She didn't even start the products for weight loss. She started because of her sickness, and you can just tell in her face, like the inflammation that has gone down. And then Donna's actually on our call today, and she's going to share just a little bit of her story. And as you can see, can you guys see Donna's picture in the top right corner? Drop a two in the chat if you can see Donna's photo, because I don't want to have, I want to make sure you guys can see that. And if I need to move something, all right, too, you can see Donna. So, Donna, if you will unmute, come tell us just a little bit about your story and what you have experienced. Are you able to unmute, Donna? There we go.
Okay, I got it. I couldn't get it for a bit. I've never had that happen before. Um, so yeah, a little bit about my story. I had had Lyme's earlier, and that had really run me down. Um, yeah, just along with a lot of um, medical stress from things in the family. I had my Lyme's treated, but I was still so tired after that. Um, yeah, just very tired. Um, there were days that, yeah, it was hard to even um, get supper on, that kind of thing. Some of you probably know a little bit what I'm talking about. um, but I got started. I was using some other supplements. They felt expensive. I couldn't tell any difference when I was taking them or when I wasn't. And it felt like too much to keep spending if I couldn't tell any difference. And so I stopped them cold turkey and yeah, never felt a difference. Um, and I was following along on one of y'all's chats and kept seeing the income opportunity alongside this. I was really impressed with the supplements, and I had reached out a couple times with a few questions. Um, but I kept seeing this, and I was like, I really need the income along with the health. And so I reached out, and I was, yeah, just ready to start with everything. And so I started sharing about the products before I really even knew about the products. um, see what um, and did I feel a difference right away? No, I didn't. There were people that I was helping underneath of me that it was making a difference for quicker than it was for me. Um, because yeah, I had some people that got started and they just felt an amazing difference right away. And I wasn't feeling the difference. I kept right on taking my supplements anyway. Um, and in 6 to 9 months, I still didn't feel a difference. It was a long process for me, but I feel like it did come around. I would say that, um, and my husband would even tell me sometimes, like, he just doesn't think it's making any difference. But I would say around a year to 15 months in, something like that, is when I really could look back and say it did make a huge difference. And yeah, my husband would agree with me now too that I'm not like I used to be. Like, he can definitely feel that I have a little more life to me than I used to. Um, it's also been um, just a blessing financially too. And I'm just happy to share that with other people that they could have both. They can have the health and the income both. Um, it can be a blessing. I know there was one young mom that I helped, and she was one that got a amazing results fairly quickly. Her health was in pretty poor shape when she started, and it just kind of hit me that if she felt that much better, what a difference that made for her family. And yeah, it just makes it very worthwhile, um, when you know it can change a family like that. So yeah, I would just, from my perspective, I would say if you're somebody that's in 6 months, 8 months, 9 months, and you're still not feeling any difference, um, for one thing, for sure, reach out to your upline, whoever you're signed up under, and let them know, because it's very hard to help somebody if you don't know how it's going. Um, but along with that, to just keep being consistent and, um, yeah, your upline can probably help you tweak some things or whatever, and you will get results, even if it is 12 to 15 months in.
Love that. Thank you, Donna, so much for sharing your story. You guys, so encouraging. Everybody's timeline can be different. You know, she had someone she was helping and they started seeing results right away. For her, it took a little longer. So, thank you, Donna. All right, one of the other pieces that is really, really kind of the cherry on top to our gut health system is one of our new products called Armor. And it has a colostrum in it, L-glutamine, a couple, you'll see some of the different ingredients there. But what Armor really does is it's like the fast start track to really repairing the lining of your gut. And so, if you know that you are dealing with leaky gut, Armor is an absolute incredible product. It just came out this year. It was actually 6 years in the making. There were several people that were able to try it out for a few months before it even hit the market. And I remember Melissa Shavers talking about sharing her story. She has multiple autoimmune diseases. And while Plexus had helped her so much with her autoimmune diseases, she said she would still have the occasional flare up. Once she started Armor, she had no more flare up. So there's so much I could say about that. I'm going to leave it at that for now. One of the things that we really encourage you with when you decide to get started is starting with our gut health pack, and then because gut health is just the core of everything, and then adding on the other products as you need them. And this is just a few of our products that you see here. A couple of our products that I don't have on the screen that I wanted to today is, as you're thinking about, we're in the back to school season, we're coming up on like colds and sick season and things like that. We do have two products for kids that is absolutely incredible. It's a multivitamin probiotic chewable as well as a prebiotic mineral omega drink. That's part of the kids mega pack. And if you have kids in school and if you know what it's like to be picking up all the different sicknesses and things that happen, maybe your kids aren't even in school, maybe it's homeschool, you still find them picking up, getting so many sicknesses throughout the year. This is what you need. I noticed a decrease in my kids picking up sicknesses once, or like when they were sick, they didn't stay sick as long once they started on the kids' products. Um, so I just find that our bodies bounce back a lot faster. So what you see here is, I know this has kind of become a buzzword for a lot of people recently. You might see it on social media and things like that. But what a lot of people don't even realize is your body naturally has the GLP-1 hormone. And what we get to do with some of our products, this is our GLP-1 support pack, helps your own GLP hormone to naturally work optimally. And a lot of people who do have weight loss goals will add this on to the gut health pack, and like the with the probiotic and the bio cleanse. My friend Alita here on the left, she lost like 30 pounds just since March, I believe it was. Trish, one of the ladies in our team here, has loved this pack. Trish is actually going to be sharing a little bit of her story just a little bit later. Um, love this pack. And one of the options that we have going on, we have just a few days left in August, and that is when you get the gut health and the GLP-1 combo, which is the option number 3 there, you are going to get our free reset. And I will just say something about the prices here. Um, these are US prices, so Canadian prices are just there's like an exchange rate on that. And our reset is our 3-day nutritionally supported fast. This reset has helped me with some of the inflammatory issues that I was dealing with in my own body. Reset has been incredible. Drop a, tell us in the chat if you have used Reset. Um, if you've loved it, what you've loved about it. But basically, it's everything that you eat or drink for 3 days. It includes a couple of bone broth soups. It includes like a tomato collagen soup, a protein shake that you can have in the morning for your breakfast. And it just sort of helps to reset your cravings and help your body to reduce inflammation. And oftentimes, at the end of your 3-day reset, you find your body is really just craving the healthy food rather than the sugary food and the sweets and the junk. And some people like to do a reset monthly. Some people like to do them, once a quarter. Some people like to just start their gut health journey with a reset because it just sort of creates like this really beautiful slate for beginning your product. So this month, this reset is normally like $120 and you're getting it free when you do the gut health GLP-1 support combo. And that is um, through the end of August here. And so we want you to know what your options are. Most people order as a VIP customer, and what this means is you get your products at a 25% off of the retail price. I'm sorry, my graphic there says the July incentives. I see that, my humanness, I did not get that corrected. But I just told you our August incentive is the free reset, which is actually better than some of the other things that we had going on in July. But you can get 10% off of your first wellness pack with your VIP membership because with your VIP membership is $9.95 for your first year. And then you can get 10% off of your entire first order. Um, and any questions that you might have about getting started, just reach out to your sponsor, which you also get with your VIP membership. Um, what I love here with Lexus is you are never like locked into anything. You can order your products as you want to, but if you do decide to do the set up a subscription, you're going to be able to be getting some free products. You're going to get a free bag of our sampling drinks the second month of your ordering. And then the third month, you're going to get a free bag of active. And then your sixth month, you're going to get another one of those free resets. That is a reward for consistency with the subscription. Again, not required, but it's just there as an option for you as a VIP customer. And as a VIP customer, you also have a free referral link. For some people, you're interested in this, others, maybe not. Like Donna said, she just started sharing right away. And we're here to meet you wherever you are. Maybe you're like, I just want the products and I want to get them at the best price. The VIP membership is the way to go. If you decide to use your referral link, you will be, and like, Donna was sharing, you'll be able to get some cash back on your own products simply for sharing the products with other people. And that leads me to introduce you to Trish. Trish, are you on the call? I haven't even seen. If you are, Trish, please unmute. She has a few things that she was going to share if it works for her. Are you
I'm
there? All right. Tell us a few things that you've loved about Plexus. You've been using the
oh
products for like 10 years after you were having a concussion and you were like crashed out, sleeping all the time, and your dad made you drink the pink drink and it helped you so much. And then fast forward to like 10 years and now you have been helping so many people with the product. So tell us about that.
yeah, that is it summarized. 1 second.
Trish has 2 kids. She's been navigating that this afternoon.
Yes. So here, I don't know if Jody has the pictures handy. But I just
They're on the screen, Trish.
okay,
They're on the
perfect.
screen.
Okay, so let me see what they are. Okay, so you see, I don't know if you can, I don't know how well you can see it, but in the center, there's a picture of my adorable kids kissing in a gator. No, you have enough soap. No. And then the picture underneath it is our Ford Explorer. And this is like the income side of things with Plexus. That I'm talking about is in January, we bought our Ford Explorer for $600. And we had to borrow all of that money from Keith's dad, my husband's dad. And then in June, we bought the kids a gator new for $500. And it feels like you have to laugh, honestly. Because what do you mean? In the winter, we didn't have $500 to cough up for a vehicle. But then in the summer, we like made the most unnecessary purchase of the year and bought the kids a toy. And I was it's just seeing the gator around the property is just a reminder of what Plexus has done for us financially. I put away a portion of my income every month for the gator. My son was praying for a gator. He saw it at the store and he's like, I want one of those. And I thought to myself, how do I handle this? Like, we don't have that kind of money right now. And I said, we're going to have to pray about it. And so he started praying about it. And as the parent, I realized that it's going to, in some ways, be on me to make sure that the money comes around for this. Like, I cannot let his prayers be in vain, right? Because maybe we can make that money, and we did. And there have been so many miles put on that gator. And the Ford Explorer we had a good, reliable vehicle before it. We decided to buy the Ford Explorer because we could get it for $600 and we could sell the one that we had for a pretty good price. Sunny, one moment, please.
Mom, I need kids soap.
You may not have kids soap.
Why?
Because you have dish soap. And with selling my vehicle that I miss dearly, we were able to get wheels for my husband's car, which it's something that we had committed to prayer for a long time because he was like driving on slicks. And so we sold our BMW and downgraded to this rusty $600 Ford Explorer. But before we could do that, we had to borrow money. So I don't know. It's a whole thing. And it's just a reminder that the Lord provides. And I am blessed to be married to a mechanic. And my kids get to have a gator, and it brings me joy every time I see them driving it. Because I could have just used that money to pay bills, but instead we were able to bring joy to the kids. And that's my favorite thing right now.
Awesome. Thank you, Trish, so much for sharing that. And the process of watching you and your kids work for that was also really incredible. And what it also means is in that process, you were able to impact lives and help people get their hands on products that are changing their lives. So thank you so much for sharing that. All right, we have just a few minutes left and we're going to just wrap this up. But one of the things that I love, love, love about our products is that we do have unique and consumable products. Years ago, I was a candle maker. I made candles, sold them, took them to like craft shows and things like that. And it was such a great experience for me. But candles are not like something that everybody needs in their life, and they're not necessarily buying a candle every single week, every single month. Um, and I love that our products are a consumable product and products that people are shopping and are looking for. So, what a great line to be partnering with. And I will not get into all the whys and wherefores of how we get paid, but I'm just going to zoom in on like the center picture here, what I love that we have here with Plexus is there's never any balancing of legs or any like you just simply help those that you want to help, and it forms this beautiful starburst effect. um, Plexus will reward you for the people that you help. It doesn't matter if they're all your, level ones or whatever. Plexus will reward you for the work that you do. And it's such a simple, straightforward structure that we have here. And, whatever amount, I would encourage you if you are at a place where you need the products or you just need an extra 500 or an extra 5,000 or $10,000 a month, whatever it is. I just want to encourage you. It actually is doable and possible here with Plexus. There's so many stories, more stories within our team, and we will be pulling more of these stories out as we have more of these calls. But the possibilities really are endless, and we're here to help you do that, whatever it is. For example, in the month of August, here you can see this is what it looks like. Once you have your own referral link and you invite 3, 6, 9 people to do this with you, this is what the cashback looks like for you. So we're so grateful that you are here. Reach out to the person that invited you here, ask your questions, and we can't wait to help you get started on your journey. Again, whether that is for the products, whether you've heard the business stories, and you're like, maybe I could do that. Maybe you could. Let us know what your questions are. Thanks for being here and see y'all later. Bye-bye.